Do I need to sit like this the whole time, holding this bag? What the f***'s going on here?
I need you to hold it just for this shot.
Oh, just for this shot. My name is Nico Leonard. I'm a self-proclaimed watch expert, and these are my 10 essentials. Who spends like $3.5 grand on a bag? That's f***ing disgrace. But you know what? This bag became very important for me because I travel so much. I like to have a backpack. I think this was in my insecure period where I wanted to overcompensate for things or something. This was in the period where I loved Louis Vuitton and everything I wanted to buy was Louis Vuitton. But now I see every drug dealer chav wearing Louis Vuitton. It's a disgrace. I'm embarrassed for myself, you know. Still use it every day, but it's actually quite embarrassing to wear it. I highly recommend you not to buy designer gear like this, but to be fair, let me see what else is in there. A second phone.
What are you doing on the side?
It looks a bit dodgy, like. Hell, if you see anyone wearing this bag, you know he's a dodgy c***. Very important. I probably use this device the most of all my things. That's not completely correct because I do use a lot of sex toys which I couldn't bring. This is, let me see which pair number this is. This is pair number 5. Pair number 5.
You've lost 4?
I lost 4. So I have a bit of an issue, right? I lose shit all the time. I forget my keys. I don't know where they are. Lose everything. Lose my car in a parking lot. I'm an absolute disaster. In all seriousness, most of the day I have these in my ears because I'm constantly on calls, listening to music, watching Pornhub, whatever. It's also handy because then I don't lose them, but the problem is I lose the case. But these are very important. These are very important. The whole day I walk around with these AirPods in. I'm constantly on the phone basically. I send everyone voice notes because I'm too lazy to type messages, so I'm constantly sending voice notes on WhatsApp and stuff like that. They're one of my biggest tools to do my work basically. I don't always wear my sunglasses, but when I do, I make sure it's inside. You know what? I will be lost without my sunglasses, you know. These are most definitely my favorite sunglasses of all time, the Cartier ones. But I also have Ray-Ban sunglasses, which I, by the way, lose by the day. On Amazon, you can buy these Ray-Bans, let me show you, like significantly cheaper. So I buy them in bulk. Very similar to these, but Ray-Bans. And then I buy them in bulk, so I buy 5 at a time because I lose them all the time, everywhere I go. So I only wear these in one car and one car only. And then the other sunglasses are just for the banter. Basically, I just wear them whenever. I buy these off eBay. 82 quid. That's handy, mate. They're just stacked up here for when I need them, but I wear sunglasses every day, like. I think I shot myself. Be careful with these. This is most definitely my most favorite IFL drop to date. Unbelievable. Have you seen that? That's bizarre. These metal G-Shocks are unbelievable. This is definitely essential for me. A god tier watch. And I absolutely love this color. I'm colorblind as but I do see the difference in contrast. I absolutely love this. IFL Watches just launched their new limited edition Casio collection, the Phantasm collection. This new collection only has 125 pieces each. So 125 in bronze and 125 pieces in blue. I love this. I love that bronze one, you know. Each limited edition watch is unique on its own because every single dial on every single watch is hand painted. Every single limited edition drop of IFL watches was sold out in a heartbeat. So for this run, you need to be faster than ever. I am happy with these, you know. Thank you so much, IFL Watches, for your continued support. FIFA. I am the king of FIFA, period.
We've all seen the clips.
9 shots in a row. 9, you stupid 9. Oh! Why are you not running? I can't select my player! You! Like can lose a game or two. That's fine. A lot of people ask me, what do I do outside of watches? Other than trying to complete Tinder, I play FIFA. Let me tell you, I'm a very humble person, right? I'm a very humble man, but I'm probably the best FIFA player in the world. I beat absolutely everyone in my vicinity and online. You know what the thing is? Sometimes you lose because FIFA is corrupt as
FIFA is corrupt.
Like, I have played FIFA from like FIFA 97. I remember World Cup 95.
What are you talking about?
The game.
World Cup 66.
And World Cup 66, the game. Have you never played that? No? Like, I'm especially good on the PlayStation 5, you know? I would challenge you that. No bother. To be honest, FIFA does bring the worst of me out. Like, I can't help it. I have anger issues. I'll do honesty. I think I threw away 2 PlayStation 4s. Like, threw them off the balcony. I had the full PlayStation. I have wrecked a screen, which I then threw off the balcony as well. I got a bit of trouble with police with that, by the way. I'm not proud of it, but that's what FIFA does to watch experts. Yeah, very important, very important. I wanted to bring these keys because it has an AirTag on it, and I also wanted to show off that I have a Ferrari key. So at the same time, to be honest, I couldn't live without the AirTag, and I can live without the Ferrari. However, being able to drive a Ferrari or own a Ferrari was a childhood dream coming true. I never thought that that would be possible in any way, shape or form. Yeah, I'm really, really proud of that, but I kind of wanted to show the AirTag because everything I own, bar my watches, my sunglasses, and any other random shit, has an AirTag because I lose everything. If my cock wasn't attached to my body, I would have lost that like a million times. Like, I would just leave it at the bird.
At the bird.
Yeah, like in her. Just leave it in her.
2 inches deep.
2 inches deep. Good. Just throw away these cufflinks. These are not really essential, but these are probably the most important objects I own. I hate cufflinks because I don't wear double cuff anymore. Like, back in the day, I only wore double cuff because I thought it was the dog's bollocks, but these are most definitely one of my most important objects I own. You know what it says in the back? The 5th of April 1941 till the 5th of April 1981. That's the 40th anniversary of the company of my grandfather. My grandfather was a photographer. He was very good at it. These are the initials of my grandfather and my grandmother. So Nico and Annie, because my grandfather was also called Nico. And my father is called Nico. And I'm called Nico.
Nico the Third.
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Sorry for chucking them on the table, too.
So the story is that my grandfather bought these for my grandmother when his business was 40 years old. So really, really cool. My grandfather passed away in 1995 and he was a very influential person. Very, very important man. By the way, Google this. I'm not even joking. There's an estate, an actual estate named after my grandfather. Like Nico van der Horst Park. That's my grandfather. What a man. These are his cufflinks. I don't really wear them anymore, but these will come with me in the grave, or my son will get it, or whatever. That's sentimental shit, you know. So this is a remarkable, right? And it's f***ing remarkable. You know why?
Why?
I lose everything all the time, always. So anytime I made notes in the past, I would lose the f***ers, right? But I do every single bit of my notes, everything on the company, everything I think of, I write up on the remarkable. Literally everything. Pitch deck, that's stuff for investors and stuff like that. Questions, intro. Oh, this was a mystery box video. Whole essays here. Then I just get it in my head, right? I just get something in my head and I just write it up. Short, 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 quick. Don't know what it means, but this is what I wrote down. I write down 16 December. Charity work, events, print. What the f*** do I mean with that? I signed contracts with this. This remarkable thing has changed my life. Genuinely has changed my life. What you see here are my 3 most important watches I own. It doesn't mean they're most valuable, but they're the most valuable to me. These are not my APs or my Richard Milles or whatever. Now these are the 3 watches that never can be replaced in any way, shape or form. Yeah, at a certain point I'm going to talk about my watch collection, but for now you have to do with my 3 essential watches. This was my first ever watch. It feels like it was yesterday. The funny bit is this is not the watch that really started my watch obsession, because that was actually a Rolex Submariner, a 2-tone Rolex Submariner with a blue dial, a reference number 1661 2003. If you really look closely to this watch, it looks very similar to a Rolex Datejust two-tone. I was gifted this watch by my parents at the age of 16. I recently found this and restored it with new glass, and some things in the movement were broken. By the way, this is all gold-plated, right? So this was the closest I could get to a Rolex at the time I was 16. My parents didn't really have money, and I wasn't really worth a Rolex anyway. Love that watch, mate. Love that watch. You know, I sometimes wear this still. This is my grandfather's watch. The same grandfather I talked about with the cufflinks. There's not many things in the world that you can carry on to the next generation that will tell a story as much as a watch can. It's just a gold-plated Seiko with a quartz movement that displays the day and the date. My grandfather wore this watch. The last 10 years of his life, he wore this watch. It was him. I'm very fortunate that I now own this watch. I actually don't know if he had any other watches or watches that were expensive. If he did, I got the cheap which was this. I'm joking. That is so important to me. I love that watch, mate. And then a watch that my mom and dad bought me on our last holiday together. A watch that means the absolute world to me. With last holiday, I meant that it's the last holiday we would ever be on as a family, because my mom was very ill and still is very ill. And a watch that they bought for me on my 30th birthday. In August, about 4 or 5 years ago, we were on a cruise. And we stopped at a Greek island called Santorini. By the way, photo Santorini looks amazing. By the way, Santorini is amazing, but it's so crowded, it's bizarre. Santorini had one authorized Rolex dealer. Of course, didn't have many watches, right? At the time, still didn't have many watches. I wanted a watch, right? I didn't want specifically a Rolex, but I wanted a watch that would be able to last a lifetime. Now, there's not many watch brands that you can buy that the watch you can hand down to the next generation and it will live a lifetime. This is the Rolex my mom and dad bought me at the time on my birthday, and it's a watch that I will hand down to my kids. That was the last family holiday. Luckily, my mom is still here, but this watch will have a story to tell in the future. That's special. And the last essential for me are my dogs. My 2 dogs. Dogs are better than humans. Humans are f***ing cunts. There's nothing more loving than a dog. The loyalty is nothing. Like, cats are cunts. Rats are cunts. Or what do you call these? Hamsters. Rabbits. They're f***ing cunts. Dogs are god tier. So I have 2 border collies. Benji is the black one. Nothing against black dogs, by the way. Jesse is the red one. Yeah, Benji and Jesse. If the world didn't have dogs, I think we would be now in World War 68. I swear to God. Swear to God. So these were my 10 essentials. We just thought, you know what, if GQ doesn't invite us, we'll do it ourselves. You know what I would love? What? I would love to present a GQ video. That's what I would love. Let me present a GQ video then. Let me do it. Right? Come on. You know what? My last essential. That's you, Johnny. Without you, we wouldn't have this channel today. How about that? You're my 11th or 12th essential.
That's cute.
You're welcome. Now give me a fag. Smoking was essential as well. There's no fire alarm. Don't smoke, kids.